Yo, HerbnRodg in the booth, no fluke, they spitting truth. Crimson Tide pride, rolling heavy like an elephant's hoof. Mic check for the Bama intellect. This the podcast, y'all better show respect. From Brian Denny echoes to Saban's gold throne. Every episode's a touchdown, Alabama zone. Two voices in the game, no flags, no shame. They calling out the plays, giving players their fame. HerbnRodg, man, they break it all down. Crimson helmet shining, we the kings of the crown. Roll Tide, every week they ride. HerbnRodg Podcast, where the truth reside. HerbnRodg.
Bro, I could just play that intro all day.
I love it.
Shout out to Big Mike.
Big
Mike
Mike.
with the intro. Maybe I'll wait till that story if he comes on here. I'll wait till that story if he comes on here. So,
all right.
HerbnRodg Podcast. We're here. We have not entered the transfer portal. Rodg entered the transfer portal last year.
Was that last year or the year before?
I say it's last year just because my memory's bad. So
Okay.
I think because I say last year because we had Clint on and we told him you had been in the transfer portal.
Oh yeah.
And it was
on here, so. And in my defense, I entered the portal, and the offers that came my way just weren't enough. My loyalty and my pride lies with the HerbnRodg Podcast, and although some things were tempting that I can't speak about, I didn't dive in. I didn't give in to temptation, so I came back. Herb, love you, man.
So if somebody had given you enough, though, you'd be gone.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, definitely. Yeah. I didn't want to
exactly
say
a re.
I didn't want to say that, but I didn't want to lie. So yeah, of course.
I don't think this conversation is making me feel any better. All right, fun little show planned for tonight. We're gonna talk a lot of transfer portal stuff.
Oh yeah,
talk some Tyson stuff, little basketball stuff in there as well, and even some playoff stuff. Both title game and new proposals for expansion.
Oh gosh,
a lot going on, so it should be interesting. Not sure how much of the title game breakdown we'll do tonight and how much we'll do Saturday, because we do still have one more show before that game. So, and then Rodg is going to live stream the whole championship game on Monday. No,
okay,
well,
yeah, right.
Let's say hello to the peeps. Kat, first in, Roll Tide. How are you?
Evening, Kat. Thank you for joining us.
The legend in the Alabama circles. Please hit the like and subscribe.
Yeah.
We've gotten over where we 722. We've got to get
723.
to 723. So,
yeah.
Also, Kat, one of our 3 members.
So yes.
Are active, and super chat.
Super chat is
so if you want to show some love, go ahead and hit those buttons, folks.
Yes.
Oh dang, I'm way behind already. Oh, Tide, the Alpha Pools are in the house. Wrestling Divas podcast Tuesday nights, 5 p.m. Central or Autumn. Always a fun show over there. I encourage you, whether you're a wrestling fan or not, always go ahead and support them. So Carol is in the house.
Evening, Carol.
She does. Carol was just over with Randy, so he moved his show back an hour.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of missed the last part of it while I was doing prep for this. So try to at least show them some love. Nick Beasley
in the building
is an amazing writer, Rodg. I don't think I realized how good he was. So, folks, go check out his stuff. Nick, if you want to post a link up. Otherwise, we've been retweeting it. Check out our Twitter. We also got to get together with him last night, him and his boy Rodney, to kind of talk over some NFL stuff. So, even if you're not an NFL fan, give him a like, give him a subscribe. So, what's up? Brian with a dramatic entrance. Carol. We love you, Brian.
Good evening,
we
Brian.
hated that our teams had to go up against each other again in the playoffs because, we always wish the best for you and want to see you succeed. So, Brian is going to get us to an Oklahoma game where they're not playing Alabama, and I think that'll be
interesting
the best for all parties. So,
And speaking of Brian, we actually play Oklahoma in basketball Saturday. I think it's at noon. I think the game's at noon. So
at noon, yep. So we'll be covering that game that night.
Yeah.
Not the same though, Rodg. Like I don't even know. Brian is fully focused on NBA as far as basketball goes, rightly so.
Yeah.
Thunder is the best team in the league. So Nick, I kind of figured this was a given, and we're gonna go more on the Ty Simpson stuff. We also have a video planned on a full draft breakdown. Go ahead, Rodg.
I thought he was slotted at QB3 with Dante Moore because I think a lot of people had Mendoza and Moore ahead of him, but with
Oh yeah. Go ahead. You're saying it. Go ahead.
Okay, but with more, announcing that he's coming back to the NFL. I mean, coming back to the college to go to Oregon another year. That kind of moves Slot Ty into that QB2 spot. And I don't know if we'll talk about the Dante Moore situation at all. Anyway, but I didn't necessarily agree. But I'll save my thoughts for.
I could tell you exactly. We'll go into that segment a little bit. Yeah. But his exact thoughts were, "I'm gonna get drafted to the Jets." No, I'm going back to college. No, I'm good. He said, "You're not going to ruin my career." Yeah. So that's it. So, when is Royal Rumble? That's coming up next. We're supposed to get together with Big Mike for a show. Something for dummies. So looking for it. Have they done this yet, Duncan? And also, welcome in, man. Good evening.
What's this? What's going on?
You can play up to 9 games now.
Oh, red shirt. Yeah. When I saw red shirt in 2 separate words, I was thinking something completely different. But I think I saw something about that on Twitter.
You looked at my shirt and you were like, "Oh, is there a rule about us wearing red shirts?"
I just didn't know if it was legit or not, or if it was actually confirmed. But I saw that on Twitter today. So what Don's referring to is in previous years past, college players could play up to 4 games and still be redshirted for the next season. Now it seems like they're expanding that to 9 games, so players can play up to 9 games and then still get a red shirt. Good pointing that out, Don. Like I said, I don't know if it's confirmed yet, but that is part of the college football news that's floating out there right now. So,
yeah. And they're talking about the Royal a little bit over there. And Mike, I'll post this. I'll just say, "What's up, Mike?" Mike, we've already mentioned you guys and mentioned the hopefully Wrestling for Dummies Royal Rumble edition coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. Also, Mike, we love the new intro. So I'm just I just want to put it on a loop. So when we asked Mike for new intros a while back, he was like, "I don't have any good ideas for any." And then something popped up and he was like, "Hey, I'm ready to
try this."
And then he sent it to me, Rodg. I didn't check it out for like a month, I think.
Okay.
Just because what was going on and everything. And he was like, "Hey man, did you ever look at it?" I was like, "Oh, my bad." And I went back and I'm like, "I've been missing this banger for a whole month." Bad Herb. So.
Bad Herb. Yes.
Cat. For some reason, we only have production meetings on Saturdays when everyone else is here. So you got to get Sadie and Tommy over here. So I feel like the next production meeting would be Monday if they come over for the championship game. But like Saturday nights now, they're not going to come over for the NFL game. So long story short, not right now. Rodg, here's one specific for you.
I saw that one. I'll think about that next.
Brian, I honestly have not looked. I mean, to our standards, we're playing bad, but I have not looked at Oklahoma.
Well, we're 12-5. Oklahoma's 11-6. So
okay,
but they're 1-3. They're 1-3 in the SEC. I think we're like 2-2. So
yeah.
What's up, Alex? Always good to see you, man.
Yes, and we're gonna get into that a little bit with Pierre and Hubbard coming back. But
shout out to Alex, yes.
Yep. And Keon Sabb along with that group too.
Yeah.
1-3 as well. Okay. And Mike's told me this, and I always forget. I'm just terrible. So, Carol, I've actually got this game up on the screen. So it's one of the 4. Georgia and Ole Miss. Yeah, it was like a slow starting game, but they've turned it on. They've gotten it to overtime. So it's a good one. Please do. Like we mentioned earlier, where are we at, Rodg, as far as our numbers?
723.
723. We are trying to make our way to 1,000. So, because I'm oldest and it's alphabetical.
Yeah, and Joe, I thought this for the longest time, but I didn't want to get persnickety with her about it, so I just left it be. And the HerbnRodg just filed me. I like the ring to it now. I'm used to it.
Yeah. But make no mistake, Rodg is a star of the show. Okay, Rodg was the first one of us to do a solo show. Rodg is the one people clamor for. We've done several
clamor.
Clamor. That's not even a tough word. Oh my god!
You don't have to placate anyone.
Yeah. What was that this morning that I used that? Like, good
that grief. Was no, I think it was yesterday. It was on Nick Beasley's show yesterday. Yeah.
Show? Oh my gosh! And what's up, Joe? So don't let the record fool you. Dang, Brian out on Oklahoma. So
Brian is not too hype on the OU basketball team this year.
Yes, sir. What is that? The Iron Bowl? The first Iron Bowl? So
what day is the Super Bowl?
14th or something like that. Whatever. What do we got? The first? Is it the 1st or the 8th?
I think it's the 8th.
Okay, so 7th. Yeah, that must be the Iron Bowl basketball. So that's the next production meeting.
Okay.
So everybody got to be at the house by then. Okay.
Well, the Super Bowl's the next day, so maybe you have back-to-back production meetings.
Yeah, we have housed some people when they stayed, when they got a little. So the Super Bowl's right. Okay, so basically they're holding the Super Bowl because of Cat, is what she's saying here.
Basically, yeah.
And yes, he did. So let's see. Decade since we were ranked. Yep. I was surprised when Anthony Edwards was there. You weren't ranked and he didn't lift the fire. But this Georgia team now is playing with a lot of juice, Rodg. And Herb, I thought you were bullying. So to my earlier point, we take a vote, and Rodg, who you like better, Rodg or Herb? Rodg right now is currently winning 98-13. So trust me, Rodg gets all the love. We all know that he's the guy. So.
That is so false.
What's up, Rammer Jammer?
We talked about this a little last night. We had basically a slot of like 4 people, and half of us said he will be playing next year. We don't know where the other 2 said no, he won't. So honestly, I think he should hang it up, but I don't. But knowing Aaron Rodgers, I wouldn't be surprised to see him play football for another year.
Yeah. Carol, I feel like yours might be a little more consistent than ours. We're not playing up to our standards at all. All right, everybody. Kat's birthday is February 13th. Brian already said, tell him where the party is.
That's a Friday. Friday the 13th.
Okay, we won't be there, but we will send well wishes, and we hope it all goes well. So, all right, hold on, All right, Rodg. So with the transfer portal, Rodg, you think it would be a festival of obligation, but instead of food, everyone's out here buying players. So have you been? Where's your biggest surprises on the Alabama front been so far, transfer portal wise?
Biggest surprise. The one you already know what it is. The one that hurt me the most was Keon Keeley leaving and going to Notre Dame. I really thought, and in all seriousness, I really thought with him staying with Alabama as many years as he did and not transferring any earlier, that he was really going to stick it out for the long haul. If he's not starting next year, he'll get even more playing time and then have maybe one more year and then go to the league. But to see him do everything he did, get to Alabama, put on some more weight to get on the defensive end as opposed to playing the linebacker position, put on that weight, stick with the program, be loyal to the program, and then hit the portal. It's like, it hurts, but at the same time, I get it from his perspective. He's like, okay, I really want to do something with these last 1 or 2 years of my eligibility left. So he transferred to Notre Dame. Hopefully he gets to start there, and I will keep an eye out on him just out of personal life just to see how well he plays out. Surprised to see James Smith and Rousseau go. I guess they were pretty tight. They both ended up going to Ohio State, I believe.
Ohio State, yeah.
I was hoping they would stay because that was a position that we kind of needed some depth at, and we were getting really, really thin at that position. Surprised to see that. For the most part, a lot of the other –
Back up.
Okay, go ahead.
Have you talked to Keon Keeley since he left?
I reached out to Keon, called him 2 days ago. He did not answer the phone. He sent me a text message, a heartfelt text message that was very long. But basically, he's feeling emotional right now, kind of hurt. He knows that he hurt me, and he can't really verbally express his feelings right now. But hopefully we talk to him Saturday. Maybe we get him on Saturday night, and we'll see what we can do.
We'll reach out.
After a little hydrating, maybe I'll tell him, hey, man, it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good, yeah. Do we forget? Joe was actually is asking a question that you were kind of going into about going to Ohio State.
I don't know if they played better. The thing is, they played well with us, but when you look at their overall production over the past 2 years, it wasn't like a lot of sacks and a lot of tackles like that. But it was just the fact that we had them and we knew what they could do at that position. And again, it goes back to our depth. Now we're really, really thin there. We're picking up a few pieces in the portal, and apparently there's still some more names to come because the portal closes Friday, right? I think the portal closes Friday, so we still have some holes to fill. But
to clarify, Friday is the last day to get in.
Yes.
But then you can still pick up because there's a lot of names in the portal.
I saw something on Twitter where there was like over thousands of people in the portal, and they're like, there's not even that many roster spots open in college football. Yeah. And that's what I was saying. I hope these guys, have their LinkedIn profiles updated because some guys aren't going to get spots.
I mean, think somebody's surfing you LinkedIn to fill their roster spots?
I mean, yeah, but to answer Joe's question, I think they can get a significant amount of playing time at Ohio State, and I hope they do for transferring. So, we'll see.
What's up, Randy? Fresh off
of evening, Randy. For joining us, sir.
As always, good to see. Let me see. And what did I miss? Has Darnell entered the transfer portal? Brian or Nick asked
Not yet. Not yet. Darnell has not entered the portal, no.
I guarantee. So only, and I guess Tech is probably Texas Tech. Kiffin won't, only because I think he's paying like $4 or $5 million to his couple quarterbacks already. But otherwise, yeah, he would definitely go for it. So Rod's gonna start showing up looking like a leprechaun. Yeah, I like the TJ Finley one. I still can't. I don't know whatever mojo he's pulling to still be going to teams, but that's just wild.
Yeah, but he did. Now he's at Incarnate Word, and you're like, come on. And I want to say this is his last stop, and unless something crazy happens. But out of all places, and how much money do you think Incarnate Word gave him? Like, they're not the type of school to be showing out millions of dollars for a quarterback. It's like,
no,
dude.
Yeah. And what made them even think this was the guy I wanted to sign anyway, though?
So I have no idea.
People have gone from Incarnate Word because that's where Cam Ward was right before Miami.
Was it? He was. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, that was before Miami. That's not his last stop. This is Finley's last stop again, unless they give him an 8th year. And I'm like, if they give him another year, well, they should probably already do an ESPN 30 for 30 or TJ Finley. I think they should.
Why? Because how many teams he's played for?
How many teams he's been on his journey? Yes.
No, I meant it's going to be 30 for 30 teams. Is that what we're going to let him get to?
I didn't even think about that.
Let's see. Let's catch up real quick. Just so what's Randy?
Brian, we appreciate that. Man. What?
Thank you.
Yes.
We're up to 4.
Yes.
We got to put something together for all of our members. So if y'all tune in on a Saturday night, maybe we'll have something a little special for everybody. So, I saw this one, and there was 2 I wanted to get. Georgia Tech getting a lot of our guys, but Carol says she don't know about that. I want to see who the quarterback's going to be, but the ACC is there for the taking, and especially if you go through the expansion that people are talking about. I see why you would go for it. Plus, also, if you're Georgia Tech, you've probably witnessed what Texas Tech has done in the weaker conference and said, look, if we spend the money and grab some guys, this is a chance to make it. Now, will our guys do well there? That's a whole nother story, but I don't blame them for going for it.
No, I don't either. And if you take a look at who's in the ACC championship game, there was Virginia Duke. Those were those 2 teams weren't predicted to go to the championship game this year. You're always thinking Clemson and maybe Florida State. So by these guys going to Georgia Tech, they're thinking we probably have as good a chance as anybody else in that conference. Yeah, so they got, and who do they remind me? I know they got Justice Haynes today, and there was 2 other former Bama guys they got. Just the names are not who.
Bach went.
Bach, yeah, Bach, and there's somebody else.
Another running back. I feel like was it. I had this list up somewhere. So this is the problem when I do this show. I've got 15 windows up, and I can't find the window that had all the Bama stuff in it.
So they got Joseph Ionata. I don't know if I pronounced his offensive lineman, and they got Noah Carter.
That was the other one. Yep.
Yes. So
because we lost 3 to Georgia Tech, 2 or 3 to Vandy, those 2 to Ohio State. So yeah, it's interesting when you see guys like Bubba Hampton. You left a long time ago.
I forgot about it. Yeah.
And because he left in the middle of the year, and you don't have a team. And then you've got Rock Montgomery, Richard Young still out there, Cam Calhoun, and then Renaud, and that's somebody Joe just mentioned. Yeah, that one, especially because of how late it came, and like Rodg said, with losing depth at that position, did not think he was going to go. So Brian, it's only been live for a week, so you're not that. You didn't take long at all. This actually went live last Wednesday. Memberships did. So you are not late at all, my friend. We appreciate you. Where are we at? Alex. Is it Alex? Mike. Kat. I'm talking about for memberships.
Oh, yeah.
No, so memberships and super chats didn't go live till Saturday. Memberships didn't go live till last Wednesday. So we
appreciate y'all
for sure. So Jonathan Knoxville is still 11 from Tennessee. Yeah. I mean, it's an arms race now, man. And if you're Kiffin, like they've invested a lot in you, and you've got to make a splash to make this. We're going to talk about how he left Ole Miss and all that kind of stuff. But if he wins a title in the next 2 to 3 years, everything's forgotten.
That is true. I personally don't think it's going to happen at LSU. I don't want it to happen, honestly.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't want it to happen either. So
no. Use your wall of TVs. If I can start putting some, actually, I do have a spot where I could put something up over there, but I need to do this better. So, Nick Beasley joining in on the fun. We appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
Like I said, I'm going to have some stuff ready for everybody. Go ahead.
If you think about it, with all the TVs in your house, you could probably host the ultimate Super Bowl party. There could be a different theme in each room, different snacks, different beverages in each room. You get some Sadie, Tommy, Mike, some host like things. You could have games going on in each room. It's like a big. Herb's house is like.
Oh my God!
It's like a big. I don't even know how to describe. I don't even know how to give a better description than the one I gave as far as like the Michael Myers. I thought that one was pretty funny, but
that was good.
It's fun,
and that's on our channel, folks. We released it as a short, so Rod's describing the horrors of coming to my house. I will say this. If anybody is in the area, or if you're not in the area, you just want to be in the area, you are welcome to come over to the house for the Super Bowl or any other game. Just let us know beforehand. But you are all welcome to come for the Super Bowl. Everybody listening, watching, whatever we got can come. So, yes, and he said yes, and he asked the second one, but yes,
Georgia Tech
went to Georgia Tech, so. We've got a Michigan buddy, and he basically said, Haynes started asking for more money, and they were like, we've already got 2 other running backs, we're good. And
so is Haynes King, is he in the portal? I have not been keeping up with him. Is he in the portal, or is he?
No, I thought he was gone. I thought his. Or
is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I'm
asking
is
Brian? I don't know why are you boycotting? Go ahead, Raj.
The reason I'm asking because Haynes King is a very mobile quarterback, and I'd hate to see him take up some of those runs from Justice Haynes. If you got Justice Haynes there, he's your number one. Give him the ball and let him do his dirty work.
Right, for sure. No, and that's probably another consideration for him going because he left whatever. I can't remember what school he was at before Michigan, but he left them because
Texas A&M.
Haynes
King.
No, Justice Haynes.
Oh, Michigan. Oh,
yeah,
very funny.
So I can't remember what school he was at before Michigan, but I believe they had a mobile quarterback, and that's what kind of ran him off from there at some point. So whatever school that was, he that was already a reason.
Could have been Incarnate Word. I don't know.
There you go. And I'm pretty sure my Georgia people are y'all more in tune with who is taking over next at Georgia Tech quarterback wise. So, and did I miss another one? Man, we racking them up today.
Yes. Thank you, Lady Alpha.
Thank you, Lady Alpha. Again, Wrestling Divas podcasts.
We appreciate you.
At 5 p.m. We do appreciate y'all. Like I say, we'll go something special. And Randy said it last week. Everybody who does the membership isn't looking for something in particular, just try to support us. But honestly, we appreciate it. Like we appreciate everything. We joke around a lot, but when it comes to that, like when we're off the air, we're sitting there talking about, man, I love our people.
Oh, yeah, we do. We appreciate you guys.
Here, so. All right, Rodg, we talked about this a little on Saturday and I guess the Sunday shows, but we didn't really address it. Alabama is just not in a position. Oh, and shout out to Clint Lamb, somebody we've been following on and Way Outside guys too as well. But Clint Lamb has been putting in the work. I thought about asking him to come on the shows, but I'm like, he's right in the middle of it right now. So maybe another month before we get him back on.
He's got a lot going on,
Yeah, he has been following this as good as anybody. We appreciate all his updates. Honestly, I've got one of his pages pulled up right here just to keep up with everything. But Alabama is just not equipped to get into a bidding war. And that kind of makes, when you think about it, and then you think of the additions afterwards, why it makes the Cam Coleman and Holland Smothers, those were not attainable.
We didn't have,
for Alabama, right?
Yeah.
I started it today, by the way. Oh, the boycott. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. So, yeah. It was tough. Like I said, we did a NFL show last night talking about it. The Eagles looked like they were ready for the season to be done. So, yes, welcome to the club. So wait for the portal close. Borley is going to fire the O-line. I feel like Kaplick is gone.
I do too. And it's not just us, but other people in Bama Nation have expressed their disdain for him. So I feel like I know you're going to do
that. Okay. Hold on. Let me take a sip of
disdain. But Herb, even you and I talked about it prior to the 2024-2025 season. PFF rated us as having like one of the best offensive lines in college football. So to see us not being able to run the ball at all pretty much throughout the season was kind of disheartening. And some of that has to go against Cap. I mean, you have all the pieces there, but why aren't we moving the ball like well? Is it the play calling? What's going on there? So I think some other coaching changes do need to be changed. Let's see what happens after the portal closes. And to your earlier point about the portal, Bama doesn't have the same type of Texas money as the Texas schools have. So I think Bama's initial thought is, why don't we try retaining some of our starters from the previous season, as many as we can, and then we'll dip into the portal and we'll add depth pieces there. Now, every once in a while, you do get lucky and you catch a gem out of the portal. Isaiah worked for us last year. He really, really helped us out. Things like that. But like guys, like you say, Cam Coleman and Hollywood Smothers, we weren't going to spend that much money on them and then not have money, for offensive line and defensive line. It just didn't make sense.
Right. And we had said this on an earlier show. If you were said you can spend $3 to $4 million on Cam Coleman or upwards, or spend all that money and shore up your lines with 2 or 3 guys, I'm like, the lines.
Beef up the line, the trenches,
I mean, Miami has made it to the championship game by beefing up the trenches, but you don't really know all of Miami's skill guys, but you think of how physical they are and how tough they are, and they can almost throw any running back there and get close to 100 yards. So for sure, they did that way better.
Yes.
What was the other one? Brian, we've talked about this a lot. This is it's terrible the way they've done it, and in conjunction with the transfer portal. If we're not going to start at least getting to like 2 and 3 year contracts for some of these guys, it doesn't make sense that you can, leverage your team for more money, leave before the bowl game or playoff, and just jump to another team. And the real issue is like 90% of these guys, they're never going to make the NFL. So they're like, I'm just here to get as much money as possible in a short amount of time as possible. And they don't really care about anything. Right. So what it leads to, I mean, I think I've bought 2 shirts in the past year that had guys' name on it, and now I'm just like, nope. It's
Can you get your money back?
Nothing else. I mean, one of them is a wash rag because that person now is going to a whole nother team.
Yeah, like I said, I would just get a jersey and get it customized and just put Rodg on the back because I have no idea who's going to stay and how long they're going to stay. So unless it's like
my name's not Rodg.
Ingram or a school or a guy that played. What'd you just say? Was it a bad joke?
My name's not Rodg.
Oh gosh. Unless it's like an old Julio Jones, Mark Ingram, like an older jersey like that, I'm not going to get one of some guys that are in school now because I have no idea what they're going to do. Thank you, Ramber Jammer Ellis. We appreciate you.
Oh, did I click it and you clicked at the same time?
I didn't click on anything.
Oh, like it disappeared. Oh, it just moved on me. Thank you, sir.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate y'all's support, man. Seriously. Thank you.
And Cat made a good point too. That's what I was going to click on. Like, what have the Texas schools done so far? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see Texas have a nice little jump next year and actually make it into the playoff. I don't know too much about. I mean, I would probably see Tech there again. I don't think they're going to fall off. I don't know about A&M. I don't know how their season's going to turn out. Again, this is with me without looking at anybody's schedules too. So I have to take a look at that. I know Texas has a pretty tough schedule on their hand, but they're paying for all these players. And I saw something somebody else posted, was it yesterday on Twitter, where they were like, basically next year it's for Sark, it's natty or bust, isn't it? I mean, you're trying to get all these guys on your team. If you can't win a natty with Arch, Wingo, Cam Coleman, then what do you do after that?
Right. And I think that's the point. Because, for Texas Tech, it made a lot of sense to go for it and got them there. But if you're Texas and you're spending all this, and you've got Arch. I mean, if Texas misses the playoffs again this year, it's they're going to have some uncomfortable conversation with Sark with everything they're doing. So, Seaton's in a bidding war. I don't think Alabama's going to get in the middle of that. No. So, you ever thought did they win 3 games last year and you get into a bidding war from leaving them?
Exactly.
So,
he's still living off that high school hype too. All that hype from where he was in, I think it was IMG probably, but we're not going to get into that. So we've got some offensive linemen, we've got a few depth pieces. Wouldn't hurt to add a few more, but I think that will solidify us.
Like you said, we appreciate y'all. Yes, sir.
Yes, we appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what I think too, Brian. That's why I think at some point they're going to start enforcing some kind of contract because. And the contract has to start going through the whole year. I'm tired of guys leaving before bowl games, who leaves before the playoffs.
Right.
And the coaches are just as bad because they see a guy who quits on the team before a playoff game and they still think, I want that guy. Maybe it'll be different for us. Like I don't
right.
So
I told you what I would do.
I'm with it.
I told you what I do. If once I found out one of my players is hitting the portal, his access to the gym, his access to the cafeteria, his whatever card for whatever school he's going to, everything's cut off. Everything's cut off. Numbers blocked, all that. Just no. You can't work out.
See, I'm gonna go further. I'm going to his house. I'm slashing his tires. I'm sending his girlfriend text messages that said like he's cheating on her and stuff.
You gonna try to repo the car, repo the truck?
I will repo the car. I'll repo his shoes while he's wearing them, Rodg. Like I will be petty. You quit on my school, you gonna wake up one day and be in Siberia and like, how did I get here? Like, trust me. I will be the guy. You gonna leave me like that? No, I don't think so. So Texas A&M, and that's why I said I think they're really going for it with the Cam Coleman and some others. The thing about spending a lot, I mean, they got a lot of money, so they'll probably be fine. But you don't get the depth that you want. Cam Coleman goes down. Now you're thinking, oh crap, we spent all this money on somebody who's not playing. And the Smother situation is wild just because of all the lies and misinformation that came out of that. So he says me, Alex. Yes, I thought so, but I didn't want to be stupid by assuming it. So thank you.
There's
that's really it, Carol.
One other name, Damon Wilson is in the edge from Missouri. He had like 8.5, 9 sacks this past season. I think some people are hoping that we somehow get him, but I honestly don't think that's going to happen. And I'm saying that because I don't want people to get their hopes up. And then when you find out he went somewhere else, you're like, oh man, why couldn't we get him? I think the asking price for him is going to be too much. And I don't think that's going to happen. So,
And on our list of targets, he's one of the guys on there, Rodg. But I was surprised because I think I got this from Bama Hammer. I was like, I don't think he's honestly a target because, like you said, he's already out of our price range. And if you get 2 guys instead of that one at the way our depth is right now, you probably need those couple guys.
Exactly.
More than you need 1 star. Would he be great to have? Don't get me wrong. Superior, great talent. We'd love to have him here, but no, we're that's not something that we can afford for sure.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Yeah, and that's why I thought like people talked about how much they spent. I thought it was great on their part. One thing that I was upset at Oklahoma State for was when Oklahoma and Texas left. There was a big void to be filled. And you thought Oklahoma State with Gundy there, almost call him Van Gundy, when Gundy was there, that's something they could step in and fill.
Right.
And there was a whole year there and there was like nothing going on. And then Texas Tech said, all right, we're going for it. Texas Tech announced it when they started first saying there's going to be a budget. They were like, all right, we're spending on football.
Yep.
So I wonder if he's going to go NFL eventually, or get back to an OC job somewhere because he's an excellent OC. But he has to win this year. They cannot miss the playoffs.
It's hard, and you would only think this NIL and the transfer portal stuff it's affecting all coaches in some way. You only have so much power, and you can only develop so much of a rapport with certain players because you don't know how long they're going to be at your school. That's the worst part. It used to be once you get a guy out of high school, you have a minimum of 3 years and nothing was going to happen. Nowadays, it's like, hopefully you can keep him for 1 year. And then after that, you just got to keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah. I think Alex is trolling because there's no way.
Rodgers
never.
That would happen. Yeah.
Kat, we'll go back to yours in just a second because
I don't think he would even want to go to Miami, and then I don't. it would just be a disaster.
Yeah. Don, I'm interested. We were on what was our center's name that went to Ohio State and then
Seth McLaughlin.
Yeah, so we were on 4B. It'd be interesting. I don't think it's going to work out, but it would be interesting if a change of scenery is what he needed. But that was the one portal guy that when he left, everybody was like, "Do you need help packing?" Like, we're good. There was no surprise and there was no crying. So I don't wish him any ill will, except if we play Texas A&M. But other than that, it's fine. So yeah, it is. And thank you. Yep, she says that. So nice to rather have a team. Oh, for sure. And that, you know what's funny? That was also a Deion Sanders thing. It's just Cignetti has done it way, way better.
Yeah.
What? Oh, are we going to another overtime with Georgia and Ole Miss? Or is that tipping? Oh, Ole Miss with the tip of the buzzer. I'm sorry, Georgia. 97-95. They just flashed it up there. So, all right. I mean, that's a lot of portal talk. Let's. We've had a couple questions about it. We can lead off with Cats and move into a whole nother segment, the Ty Simpson segment, and
yes,
the Dante Moore component. So first, Rodg, were you surprised at the price tag? So what was everybody read? $6.5 million.
It looked like it maxed out around $6.5 million.
Yeah, for Ty. And what was it? What do we have? LSU.
Ole Miss,
on, right? But
Tennessee,
Miami, Ole Miss. I'm sorry,
Miami.
Ole Miss. Yeah.
Ole Miss.
Were you surprised first at the number?
Yeah, I was surprised. I like Ty. We all like Ty. I just didn't know it was going to get as high as $6 and $6.5 million, to be honest. And I thought some of these other schools that were trying to get him could probably get a pretty good quarterback for a cheaper price. And then with that number being thrown out there, I mean, it's a tough decision by Ty. It's kind of like, man, do I go back to school one more year and make some money, or do I just go to the league? And I like his answer. He said, listen, I bleed crimson. I stayed there all those years, behind a couple quarterbacks. I waited my time, did what I had to do, led the team to a playoff. And that's it. I want to be remembered for that. I don't want to be remembered as I went to Alabama for 4 years and then I went somewhere else. So I like his answer. He stayed loyal to the Tide. It's time to move on.
Yeah, I love it too. I was very proud of him for that. The price tag did surprise me a little, but it does tell you that people saw stuff that, that maybe at times we didn't think we saw. But if those teams can be more balanced. Now, Miami would have been an interesting one because of the Carson Beck.
The
way that he did. And now they're in the championship game. So that would have been interesting. If he'd gone to Tennessee, no one would ever forgiven him. I don't care what they're offering. That would have never gone. But I could have seen that. Even Ole Miss maybe could stomach. But Ole Miss is an interesting place because of Chambliss and not knowing what's going on with him. Right. So Ty was slated. And you started off the story talking about this. He was QB3.
Yep.
But the gap between where QB 1 and 2 were, with Mendoza, then Dante Moore. I looked at so we're planning a video on Ty going to the draft right before the Oregon game, and I had 5 or 6 mock drafts up. Every mock draft had Mendoza, then Moore.
Yep.
And then Ty was just a mix of wherever, right?
Yep.
First 3 that I've looked up since the Dante Moore decision, none of them have Ty still in the top 10.
Right.
It's Mendoza. And then like random defenders or something different, and then different spots. Again, I'll have the video out probably tomorrow on it. Okay. But I've seen Ty at 21 to Pitt, 16 to the Jets, even though they pass him at 2.
What about my Fins?
29 to the Rams, which is, by the way, that was a Nick Beasley suggestion to get a backup for Stafford. Get the session
Stafford is what, 37, I think. Yeah.
So, but he played in Detroit, so he's more like 42. Because I think that's
he's having an MVP season. So
And then Ty Simpson's dad, when he went, said he's gotten first round grades, first round promises. So, what do you think though about the mock drafts that I've seen so far? Oh, and then to answer the other, Mel Kiper does have him as the number 2 QB. Okay. And I think that's widely assumed. Interesting enough, he does not have him as a top 25 prospect. So if you kind of get where I'm saying here, yeah, he's not in his top 25, but he is the number 2 QB. You don't usually see that. You're number 2 QB in there. What do you? And then I say, look, Yahoo Sports doesn't have him in the first round at all.
Okay.
So, what do you think about him moving up to number 2, and where you think he ends up going? Do you think he's still first round talent?
I think he's still first round talent. Some people, I kind of feel like they can make the case that maybe he's QB1 because of the competition he's played against. Yes, Fernando Mendoza has had a really, really good season. He's won a Heisman. He's looked pretty much flawless, but Ty has faced much tougher competition in the SEC as opposed to what Mendoza's done in the Big Ten. I like Ty. I think that he's more of like a top 15 pick, but by me making this decision, I also need to see the draft order too, because I just feel like some of these teams in the top 15, top 20 probably need a quarterback more than maybe some other positions anyway. So that's why I would be surprised at him falling out of the first round at all. But I think he's definitely going to be QB2. He'll get the first round money. I just hope he goes somewhere where they're patient with him and they can build enough tough offensive line around him and get him some weapons, kind of like Carolina did with Bryce Young. They gave him 3 years. He got his receiver in there. They're building that team up. They made it to the playoffs. I think the same thing could happen with Ty if you give him enough time.
Yep. And I agree. And I think, I'm looking at the draft, but Kat had a good point where I wanted to pick back up from. Yeah. And he did. And he was really, at the end of the year, propping up a team that just wasn't balanced or really great on offense. So, no, I think his ball placement, and he's still the number 2 quarterback. And let's say we had Dante Moore and their number 3 quarterback for a reason. So, and I do think he's going to be a first rounder. I think, like I said, the video we're planning, that's where I'm going to have him slotted. That just depends. And Brian mentioned Arizona at 3, though. I feel like teams don't feel like he's the third overall pick, and I think that's going to be his issue.
So let me ask you a question. Once it came out about Ty's injury history from this year, do you think some of that prompted him to go to the NFL too? Did he want to go back to college another year and get beat up another year, or did he say, you know what, maybe it's time to move on?
I honestly think at the end of the year he was like, look, I kind of pulled the Mac Jones by waiting here and going and balling out, right? Yep. Next, Dad's got the connections. People talked. They think I'm going to be a first rounder. If I come back to school, I'm still, despite what I've done and played this year, I still have to fight again for this position.
Yep.
Because they are still kind of look on. I think all of that probably contributes to, if I can go and prove what I can do at the next level, because you got to think, he's banged up, right? He'll still get a chance to kind of prove himself. And most likely, hopefully, going to a team where he does not have to play year 1 and he can learn and grow.
That's what I'm hoping.
I think it'll be a better situation for him. So I think all that kind of contributed to time for Ty Simpson to go. So.
And one more quick.
Is he the most loyal QB? Go ahead. In the NIL era, I think it's different.
Oh, in the NIL era? I think you can make that.
That's what I'm adding it. I'm adding it because I think before,
because in Bama history, I mean, you go back, a lot of guys stayed at Bama anyway, so it's hard to make that argument. But in NIL, probably so. I mean, you stayed here a while.
Jalen Hurts stayed here a year longer than he had to, and then at the point where he left, it was kind of like, you need to go, or what are you going to do? So I missed what Nick was talking about going to a hell, but yes, he's going to be the second quarterback.
Yeah,
I feel
he will be taken.
That. Even so, Mel Kiper, when he had a number 2 on his list, he had Shameless in there at number 3, not knowing if he's going back to school or not. So what's up, TJ? Good to see you, man.
Thank you for joining us, sir.
So, I saw that one. I didn't write down who that was, but number 21 to Pittsburgh. I did that. That was on my list. So like I said, I had Pittsburgh, the Jets in their second pick, the Rams, and Yahoo Sports had no. So I'll gather them all up before we release our Ty Simpson video. And check out Rodg. Rodg had a short thinking tie. Go to our channel, check out our videos, click like, subscribe. We appreciate all that, folks. So. It says Drake is NFL VP. It's hit between him and Stafford. I think Stafford's going to end up getting it.
Yeah.
Not even just because of the play of this year, but sometimes it's a legacy award. And I think they're like, look, Drake May is going to have more.
Drake has time.
Stafford's at the end.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff factors in. I know what people say it's supposed to be a 1-year award. It's supposed to be. Never is. So, And yeah, Brian, does he want him to take him with the number 3 pick though? Because I think that might be too rich for what people are thinking. Similar to Jackson Dart. If you think he's a first rounder, trade back later in and get him. But I don't know that people value him at the number 3.
What I was gonna say, and this is unrelated, but imagine being Dylan Raiola. You transfer to Oregon, and then all of a sudden Dante Moore says, "I'm coming back." You're like, "Oh my gosh, this is the worst decision." He did not transfer somewhere to be a backup quarterback, but he's going to end up being the backup quarterback.
Right. And so they were trying to say, that's what's happened in Oregon and like a succession plan. Okay, but Raiola has been the starter in Nebraska for 2 years, right? So it's not like you picked up a guy to sit behind someone else that hadn't played.
Right.
Now you have a guy that's got experience sitting behind him, but I know that's not what he went there for.
Right.
So I don't know. It was interesting. I started to wonder if he. I mean,
do you think he tried to reach out to Dante Moore? Do you think he tried to reach out to Dante Moore and say, "Hey, dude, I know we're not like the best of buds, but can you kind of give me a heads up?" And Dante Moore just didn't respond or something like that.
Probably didn't. He left him on red.
Left him on red. Yeah.
If I was Raiola, I would have been texting him every day and showing him mock drafts. Like, hey man, you see how you're going to go number 2? But then if it's to the Jets, then that wasn't.
He's like, oh no, I'm coming back. Yeah.
I'd rather go to Oregon for another year. So absolutely. I think Ty is about as poised as you're ever going to get. I think that will help him immensely. I think he's a great student of the game. And like I said, if a team gets him and gives him a year, I think they will be rewarded by that, and he'll be rewarded as well. So Jay Bake in the house. Oh, Ty. Jay Bake has been busy, man, and he's been traveling and keeping on the pulse of Alabama football, man. So I always appreciate his knowledge. So only because he's first, he's not gonna go. So, all right, Rodg, go ahead, man.
All right, be right back.
Yes, sir. I'll keep going through this. So this is, guys, this is where we talk bad about Rodg now. Love Rodg. Rodg is definitely the star of the show. Appreciate him. Like I said, go check out his stuff on Ty. We'll have more stuff on Ty on the channel as well. Sadie, perfect timing. Yeah, that was a tough one, Sadie. It's just like the offense really wasn't getting going, but because you're here right in the middle and Rodg is left, it's a perfect time to call up the Sadie session.
What's up, guys? Man, do we need that. Huge W against Arkansas. We won 3 straight against them, too, which is crazy. But anyway, we had a great game. Put it all together. It was the best we've played all season. We shot over 45% from the 3. Ugh, beautiful. So next we got a road game against Mizzou. So they're up and down. They lost yesterday, but they could be tricky at home. So we got to keep it going, keep it rolling, keep it all together. Just glad to have a W. We started now. We're 1-2. We could not start 0-3. That would have been a disaster. SEC's gonna be crazy this year. Like the teams that are losing, it's like unpredictable. Tennessee got blown out yesterday by Florida. Didn't think that was coming. Texas beat Alabama at home. Never thought that was going to happen. Anyway, we're Eagle.
Trivia question. How many videos has Sadie ever sent us where she wasn't driving?
Wasn't there one where she wasn't driving?
Yeah.
She was, I think she was sitting in the car, but I don't think she was actually driving. So I think that's it.
No, actually, she was home because she hadn't sent one that week because of a bye week, and the crowd started clamoring for her to send the video, and so she went home. So,
gotcha.
The car, So you're basically saying that Kyler Murray era is done, which I think a lot of us.
I think it is,
But Trinidad, I feel like, is going to slide to second if he doesn't win his fight. A lot of people we know think he's going to win his fight and go back to college. So who did Ole Miss just pick up quarterback wise though? Didn't they just pick up one?
I forgot the name. Austin Simmons transferred out. They picked up somebody. And Chambliss is what, 23? Chambliss is 20. So Chambliss will be 24 in August. Okay.
Which is about, an Indiana quarterback.
That's it. Yeah.
I think you're right. I agree with this. And I agree with this, J-Bake. I think he's only going to get better. So, Kat, if you tell people who you were, they would listen to you.
And
drafting. So, That's a late second, early third. That's when he wants to come back. Yeah, I do agree with that. So, Lady Alpha? No.
Lady Alpha.
And is this a night rush? Do you have a question for me, or do we need to enlist the crowd to give us a question?
Oh, the crowd can go. We can do the crowd. I always like the crowd.
So if anybody does have, similar to Saturday nights, anybody has a sports-related work, play, live, ditch, or two, we'll do those at the end. So if I come back in, regardless, Arch will still be number one. Oh yeah, for the year after, yeah. So this is a great time for him to go before then, and then the Dante Moore situation just makes it better. Like I feel confident in saying he's getting drafted in the first round.
Is Drew Aller in this draft too, or will that be next? I know he got hurt. He's in this draft. Oh Lord,
I think so. Yeah, I thought he only, because remember they were trying to entice him to go out last year. So that's another thing, because people have been talking about, people staying more and stuff like that. Oh, Kentucky with a buzzer beater also to win at LSU. You look at Drew Aller, who would have been in the first round last year, comes back, season falls apart, gets injured, and now you don't know where he's going to get drafted. So it's both sides, guys. You come back for another year, doesn't always work out. So it'll be interesting to see both Arch and Dante Moore how these next season work out. So, I think the combine is going away. I would not be surprised if Ty goes to the combine and just does the interview section.
Just the interviews, yeah.
And then has his pro day and throws there. I think that's where it's won.
And you don't want to do anything at the combine that might actually hurt you. You only want to play to your strengths. So for Ty, I mean, he can throw the ball, he can do all that, but just go out there, do some interviews, get some rest. You don't have to do too many of the drills, and I think he'll be fine.
Rodg, question specifically for you, since this is your guy.
Who's that? I think he's going to do good. I think he's going to start at Notre Dame. He's got good size, good speed, a lot of potential, and this is one of the reasons why we were hoping and clamoring for him to come back to Alabama. But obviously, he's not doing that. But I think you're gonna expect a starter from day one at Notre Dame and Keon Keeley. He's a good player. I like him. Look for him to be a threat on that defensive line.
Yep. We're going to try and get the rest of these questions. I think those are the two subjects I had the most. Saturday night, guys, we'll preview the college football playoff game, since we still have that show in our back pocket. So we weren't as worried about getting to it tonight.
Right.
I know, texting with Nick before Indiana and Oregon, he was like, I think Miami can get Indiana. And then Indiana demolished Oregon. Yeah. He was like, bro, it's going to be tough. So we'll have more on that game Saturday night for sure. Let's go and get the last bit of these comments and before we kind of wrap up here at the end. He doesn't want to, Joe. That's up to the courts at this point. So Rodg is not going to cry on air, but when he gets off the air, he's going to shed a little tear for Keon Keeley. So
I will say this.
I thought he was still suing, though.
I will be cheering for Keon Keeley this year. We don't play Notre Dame unless it's a playoff game in 2026. So I will be cheering for him. I hope he does. I hope he balls out.
He is a great kid. Stayed around, got his chance this year. I wonder, switching systems. I don't know what Notre Dame runs compared to us, how that affects him. But no, definitely be rooting for him. So, Sadie, we will be on Saturday night. So I think the second game will still be on. Sadie, you missed it. Everybody's asking when is the next production meeting. So you and Tommy to get on that. So, yep, for sure. Barkley would have won. Talking about Saquon for the MVP last year.
Oh, okay.
I did not see that.
Again,
didn't he
after
commit
today?
And sign? I guess that's what he's saying. I did not see that. So
I didn't know that.
If he's talking about the AL, probably needs a year anyway. That's a good point, Sadie. Didn't even think about that. So committed to us. Oh, he decommitted from us after high school. Got it. It's interesting that he did stick around this long, and I guess he was just waiting for that one shot to go. So I don't know. Yeah, Carol, especially with not knowing without what Dante Moore. I guess maybe he just assumed that he was going. So it was going to Oregon. He said, nah, this is my team. I still say Nick. He said, no, I'm not going to the Jets. So I think because Mendoza's still playing and he's balling out, I think it'd be tough for Ty to jump him.
Yeah,
I think the team that gets Ty is going to be great. Oh, I didn't realize how far behind I was.
You're way behind her.
Illegal at least 40, but not Alabama. Not Alabama. Driving while doing a video. So I'm gonna have to skip a bunch and kind of get to the end, huh? And that's what they just said. Yep, that he just decommitted. those shall not be named edition. Oh, did Mike give us one? Oh, okay. Do we only have one tonight? Mike, who do you want to do it then?
Okay.
And she says, I do watch The Road. Sadie, look, I got to go make that cut where Sadie takes both hands off the wheel. She survived that, guys. She could survive everything else. So, oh my God, Kat. And we'll talk more about this on Saturday night. But yeah,
those injuries, man.
We looked bad against Texas, and then this last game, coming back to win last night with Mississippi State. But yeah, we're just trying out whoever. And
you got to get Wrightso on the right track. Wrightso has been injured. I mean, since he's been at Bama, pretty much injured. Missed the last game. I don't know how healthy he's going to be for Saturday's game in OU. So we got to get healthy, especially 1 or 2 months from now once March comes. So, okay, so this is up to me. All right,
is
we're
Bol playing every other game at this point?
I don't know what he's doing. Bol Taylor Bol.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Call him Bol.
All right, Mike. So we got Wordplay, Live Ditch, Caleb Downs, Ajayi Hall, Kendrick Law, Isaiah Bond. Right off the back, I'm ditching Ajayi Hall because I don't know when he's going to ditch me. He moves around so much. I might hang out with him 2 times and think we're best friends, and then the 3rd time he just ditches me and leaves and goes to transfer somewhere else. So I'm ditching Ajayi Hall. Isaiah Bond is in the league, so Kendrick Law, Caleb Downs. I'm gonna
Caleb Downs is making more money than Bond.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So I'm gonna. With that being said, I'm gonna hang out with Caleb Downs. He's got more money right now. Got the popularity. 1st round pick right away. Great player. Seems like a good, cool dude. So I'll hang out with Caleb Downs. We can kick it. I'm gonna just I'll live with Isaiah Bond simply because his name. I think it would be cool to invite some people over and he could answer the door. Bond. Isaiah Bond.
It's all great until they start shooting at you.
That's true. Yeah. So hopefully he can pull out some guns to help me with that. And then I'll just work with Kendrick Law, and I will ask him why he left Alabama to go to Kentucky just to jab at him a little bit. But yeah, that's it.
I like it, Mike. Appreciate you coming through for us. We definitely did not have one ready. So, and yeah, that would have been cool. But like I said, I don't know that any of this stuff will benefit him at all. So appreciate it. Yep, TJ, we saw that real quick. Worried about Kat, we saw that. I think Wright's just going to be one of those stories where it's like great potential and it's not going to get fulfilled, unfortunately for him, man. So perfect answer on Hall. So
thank you.
Carol, guys are simple. So if he's telling you he wants to catch up with the news instead of talk to you, something wrong with him.
I want to catch up with the news. I haven't talked to him. Pretty much. Just let him.
Kat, ask this question on Saturday. Let us get a little hydration in us, and then we will fully embrace this answer. So
those Isaiahs, man. Yeah.
Carol, he needs a check. If you want to give me his number, I'll call him and ask him what the heck he's doing. So.
Oh my gosh.
All right, folks. Like we said, we've got videos coming up. We're gonna fully dive into to Ty Simpson, his draft stat. We might be playing. I'm springing this on Rodg. Top 5 things we missed about college football or that we hate about the transfer portal. One of those 2 coming to you. Saturday night, we will still be here between 8 and 8:30, which means could be between 8 and 9. You know how we are on Saturday.
We'll figure it out.
Bring your own questions. Bring your own workplay, live ditch. We like answering your guys'
Break your own hydration.
Yep. We'll fully break down the college football championship game. We'll talk about the basketball game from that day and kind of whatever else comes to mind. Rodg, you got anything else? Are you good?
No, that's it. Good show. We appreciate everybody in the chat as always. And again, Herb has said this a few times. We both have shared our sentiments, but we really, really, truly, genuinely appreciate all of our supporters from day one to now. So we hope it continues to grow, and we can't thank you guys enough.
Yeah. By the way, this is probably the most perfect answer ever.
That is true.
Britt takes it personal sometimes. I'm like, I just want to sit for a minute. What are you going to do? Like, nothing. There's no plan.
I'm the same way. Sometimes I just want to sit on the couch in silence and peace and just maybe play on my phone. Sometimes I just want to sit there and just doze off for a second.
Yep.
That's true.
Roll Tide to Don.
Roll Tide, Don. We appreciate you for joining us.
Look,
thank you, Carol, Chat, and Nick Beasley.
Y'all.
Roll Tide. We appreciate you guys.
Yep. Appreciate y'all. Check out everybody's channel that's been in the chat. Check out people who aren't. Again, shout out to Clint Lamwell Sides, who've been keeping us updated on all the transfer portal madness.
Yep.
We'll talk more about it on Saturday when everything officially closes, and then we'll kind of look at further targets and stuff like that. But folks, appreciate you too, Jay Bake, that yours in there as well. Y'all have a great night.
Appreciate y'all. Have a good night.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.